system. And then, oh, that reminds me, I gotta get that mobile card out of those girls' hands. They're going crazy.
I think you need more.
What are you thinking, Doc? You're not helping me out here. You gotta tell me why I can't make decisions, why I'm so scared, why I can't sleep at night, and why I can't speak good English.
I can't explain why you can't speak good English, but I do have something that might help you with this.
What's that, Doc?
Do you know what the best fuel for people is?
Give it to me, Sparky.
Unconditional love. It's simple. If a child is given unconditional love and a strong set of behavior guidelines, he or she can grow up healthy and strong and well prepared to achieve any goals that they set. Do you understand, sir?
So let me get this straight. You're saying my desire for a third term is my way of seeking unconditional and love and support that I never got.
That's what I'm saying. Now you got it, baby.
You're real smart. I mean, you really know what you're talking about.
Well, sir,
So let me ask you a question, Doc.
Yes.
I mean, you see my mother on the newspaper and on TV, right?
I love your mother. She's so good. She's a beautiful woman.
All right, well, watch yourself, son. She's more maternal than a chicken sitting on eggs, right? I mean, she's more protective than a cougar with a passel full of youngins.
Yes, sir.
You know what I
I
mean?
always think about her. I think about her quite often, actually.
Let me ask you something. You ever consider that I was never criticized enough?
No, I've never considered that.
That's what I thought. Whole mouth and no brains. Guess what? You're fired, cowboy. Peter, get in here! That was my fake gun saying you're fired. Peter, get him the hell out of here. Take him back to civilian life. Wait 1 second, Peter. Hold on 1 second. No, you please. You please. I gotta make sure we sign that confidentiality thing because I can't be telling I can't speak. See, I still have this problem. And you didn't help me.
Please.
I'm trying to speak good English, and you're not helping me.
If you give me one more.
No, I'm not giving you a shot. I'll make sure I make a call for rent at Gitmo if you don't shut up. Take a clipboard with you. Yeah.
I'll be back.
No, you won't. He's right on the nose, you know. Uncle Ronnie, where'd you go before? You can call me Ron, George. You're an adult now. All right. What are you doing here? Why'd you fire your therapist? He's a jackass. You hear that shit he said about unconditional love and support? He had a couple of good points, you know. He's soft! George, try to have the courage to be who you are. You're American royalty. Accept it. You can't deny it. I didn't ask for any of this. What's your point, George? You had a leg up in life. Complaining won't help. You have an obligation to get to that summit meeting, to continue your legacy. You have other American royalty on your team. The Rockefellers, the Kennedys, the Vanderbilts. Who else is here, Uncle Ronnie? Is Nixon here? Trekkie Dickies, you gonna show up? Just me, George. Just me. I gotta get reelected, Uncle Ronnie. When the Gipper was dying, did he go softly into that good night? Or did he inspire the team? When did the Duke bring out the couch on the range and spend time with a therapist? Did Bogey knuckle under the Nazis? The only person who can solve his problems is you. Do your research, make the best decision possible, and stand by your decision. If Dad had stuck to his guns, he would have gotten Sedan. But he didn't. He only had 4. Look at you. You had 8. I don't want to be a two-timer, Uncle Ronnie. I want to stay loyal to Laura. Did you hear my pun, Uncle Ronnie? You thought I was going to say two-termer, didn't you? Sorry. Where was I? Oh, yeah. I went into Iran and I got our American hostages out, and I didn't worry whether it was a popular decision or the right decision. It was my decision. American lives were at stake. Look, George, some presidents have to make very difficult decisions. It's part of the game. I had some luck along the way, but you have a built-in ace in the hole, and like me, a good woman at your side. Why are you telling me this? I thought you believed in right and wrong. I love this country, George. And why are you telling me these things? It's reality, George. What? We choose the lesser of two evils all the time, especially men in our position. Yeah, you make people feel good about America. That's right. They knew I had to make a difficult decision. People want strong leaders. I don't want to hear this!
Uncle Ronnie?
Oh, yeah. So then why can't you give your father some credit and yourself some credit? Why do you think you're not good without your father? You're always a straight shooter, Uncle Ronnie. George, history has presidents who had to make difficult decisions all the time. You know, FDR had to work with Stalin, the Bay of Pigs invasion. Lincoln had to destroy states' rights to preserve the Union. A history lesson? Why are you telling me this? Because you need to hear it. Sometimes making the wrong decision is better than making no decision at all. What's this got to do with me? Pick me up, son. Now put me in the light. That light? Yes, you dumb fuck. Right, see one right there. The New York Times and the liberal elite think you're incompetent, functionally illiterate, and marginally charming. Who cares what they think? You have the rock-solid foundation of the Bush family dynasty. You're American royalty. You'll have some difficult decisions to make along the way, but so does every man who sits behind the desk at the Oval Office. Now, get to that summit meeting, work your magic, screw on your fists, and show those sheiks in the American public who's really in charge. To be the first American president to be elected for a third term in the White House. God bless you, son. God bless America.
We're even starting on a cross-party energy initiative, and my husband is sending former Presidents George Bush and Bill Clinton as active ambassadors for American policy.
That's right, Michelle. Our husbands will be hitting the road and staying active for America's interests.
Great.
We don't want them becoming couch potatoes.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Please.
Thank you.
Woo!
Thanks. Hillary. Everyone. Great day. So, thank you, Laura. That was great. Our husbands are going to have to follow our lead and stay active, much like our nation's youth. They will lead by example. Thank you so much. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. Excuse me. Without further ado, allow me to introduce to you the Secretary of State of the United States of America, Hillary Clinton. Thank you. Please. That's funny. Who built this?
Thank you, Michelle. Although I'm on official business as the President's Chief Foreign Policy Advisor and working toward immigration reform, I am so happy to take a break. Join First Lady Michelle Obama and former First Lady, the beautiful Laura Bush, in supporting healthy food choices and active lifestyle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Ay, caramba!
Wait, no!
Man,
It's okay.
I got it.
Laura, it's okay.
Lo siento, mamacita.
Don't be embarrassed, darling. This, ladies and gentlemen, is a perfect segue to my main point. Immigration reform must start somewhere, right? The president wants to overhaul the nation's immigration policy and bring out from the shadows an estimated 12 million illegal immigrants living in the United States.
Americano!
You're that! You are doing a perfect job today at this luncheon. Muchas gracias. And you made a simple mistake. And maybe there's a chance you are here without your green card! And maybe there's a chance that there are 12 million like you! Jesus Christ! What? Leave me alone! Why does your husband work for you? You need to calm down! No! He's already sent 1,200 National Guard to our southern states to have border patrol! Even that's not enough! They're still pouring in like, you know like what? Like rats. Rats from a sinking ship! And you know what they're bringing with them? Do you know? No! TB! Yeah! And cholera! And measles and God knows what else! Even Asian carp are getting into Great Lakes without green cards!
Oh.
And whether Bush get his third term or Barack get reelected, I better be vice president at least! I put my time in! I will not accept a lateral move or go home with Bill! I want what's right! Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, Dick.